Have you ever wondered why these powerful people have such a strong bond with this venerable electric vehicle manufacturer? Come along as we delve into the fascinating history of the billionaire's fascination with Tesla and discover the driving forces behind their intense appreciation. According to a new report, billionaire investor Jim Breyer stated in a CNBC interview that Tesla has a major manufacturing edge over competitors, outpacing them by at least 5 years. Breyer saw it firsthand by visiting the production lines of many automakers. Before we get further into this conversation, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. So let's get started on this exciting adventure together right now. Notably, new hardware is now included in the shipment of Tesla Model Y cars. In addition, there has been a noticeable drop in Model 3 inventory levels in Europe, debunking the assertions of Tesla detractors who had claimed that there wasn't enough demand in the area. Because experts don't trust the numbers from the European market, their present assessment of Tesla's performance is quite conservative, but when comparing this quarter's similar period to last, Tesla's performance has outperformed forecasts, setting a new record for inventory levels. For the countries that report on a daily basis, this favorable trend is very promising. With 3 ships presently en route from China to Europe, Tesla is also doing well in terms of international shipments, guaranteeing a consistent supply. Moving on to the most recent information regarding Tesla shares, it seems that new hardware has been added to the Model Y. Reliable sources have verified the information that was disclosed in the Model Y inventory page's page source code on Tesla. Though it's unclear exactly what hardware 4 on the Model Y entails, it probably includes the same improvements as on the Model S, barring any new cameras that might be added in tandem with the makeover. Images circulated show a lot of these new autos. While there are still some cars with hardware 3, the camera locations are the same as on hardware 3, however, there don't appear to be any parking sensors. This information has been verified by an additional source. Even while there is already a high demand for Teslas in the US, it is anticipated that the release of new hardware would increase sales even more. There's speculation that the Model Y performance variation might run Steam games, which could cause an immediate spike in sales. Although Tesla Canada has acknowledged the new hardware's existence, there is currently no proof that the cars being transported from China to Canada have it installed. In the event that this is not the case, new car prices in Canada may be reduced or adjusted. In other news, Nasdaq has sent a notice of delisting to Nikola, a company that plans to produce electric trucks, for not meeting the minimum bid price standards. This development emphasizes the difficulties Trevor Milton and the corporation as a whole face. It's interesting to note that Nikola trucks move by using gravity. That being said, in contrast to the banking crisis, NVIDIA's stock has increased by almost 25% today. Gary Black, who owns shares in both NVIDIA and Tesla, believes that the partnership between the two companies on megapacks will be profitable, bringing in $20 billion a year. This would result in a sharp spike in Tesla's energy revenues, which might amount to an upside surprise in quarterly earnings of $4 billion or $1 per share. By 2024, the current 35x price to earnings ratio might climb by $35 per share. Given their enormous profitability, one could argue that Tesla purposefully withholds their income and earnings from their megapacks business. According to the CEO of Boston Dynamics, Tesla released the Optimist in order to deter smaller startups from entering the market. Competition would undoubtedly increase if Tesla were to publicly admit the megapack's substantial profitability. Even though this is still conjecture, it is something to think about. Gary feels that investors in Tesla stock have an opportunity because of NVIDIA's breakthrough, and James shares this excitement. Unexpectedly, Jeffrey's comprehensive 144-page analysis on AI and monetization did not include a single mention of Tesla. Even if my nose is a little clogged today, I can still smell opportunity. Interestingly, Gary observes that NVIDIA is currently less expensive than it was 2 days ago based on the price-to-earnings ratio. Even if we can all feel a little left out, our time will come. For Australian Tesla fans, this is exciting news. FSD Beta will be available there. Furthermore, FSD Beta is already present in 2 Tesla business vehicles, and there are rumors that at least 2 vehicles in Europe have this capability as well. We now have a fresh image showing off the Cybertrucks inside. Though the lens may distort certain parts, it still looks excellent, in my opinion. Given that Germany is now going through a recession with a 0.3% GDP decline, this helps to explain some of the slowdown in Tesla sales there during the most recent quarter. Twitter users can now customize the playback speed and experience a mini player, making video watching on the platform even more engaging. According to Teslarati, sales of the Model Y appear to be increasing rather than decreasing, making it the best-selling vehicle globally. Tesla revealed with pride that the Model Y's new red color has 7 layers of paint on it. Seeing how the midnight cherry color changes in appearance depending on the type of lighting is amazing. It's by far my favorite color personally. One of Tesla's largest facilities to date, the new supercharging station was just opened. In the meantime, Xbox is seeing a sharp drop in profit margins, the exact reverse of what Nvidia is going through right now. According to a credible brand poll, the new Tesla has dropped 50 ranks as a result of this announcement, currently sitting at number 62. Tesla is now ranked lower than Ford and a number of other significant automakers, including GM, TM, Toyota, Honda, and BMW. Intriguingly, Tesla still ranks in the good category according to the poll, despite the initial anxiety over the decline. Another unexpected development is that Twitter has surpassed the Trump Organization, which is ranked lower at number 100 to take the 97th spot in the study. Considering the small number of organizations on the list, it's worth asking why the Trump Organization was listed in the first place. Prominently, the poll places automakers in the following order: Toyota at number 6, Honda at number 6, Honda at number 13, Subaru. At number 16, BMW at number 4, GM, Volkswagen, and Tesla, with Chrysler coming in last. This survey's inclusion of FDX, the corporation implicated in financial misconduct, may be its most notable feature. The stunning thing is that a business connected to a politician came in far lower than a real scam that conned people out of their money. I see why a political figure's business might be viewed with great animosity by half of the nation and with adulation by the other half, or a third of the populace. But what really stumps my sensibilities is how a corporation that has embezzled millions of dollars and is hated by everyone can score higher than a company that a sizable percentage of the nation would unquestionably love, despite the fact that another half would vehemently detest it. A corporation that is adored by half of the populace and despised by the other would still make sense to rank at the bottom, not 99th, if fundamental logic were to be used. The scores themselves are another factor to take into account: 74.3, 62, and even if you go higher. Scores in the 70s are still common. Scores over 80 don't shown until you are at the very top. Therefore, even if the survey indicates that Tesla's has seen a big reduction, the real difference in absolute terms doesn't seem that great. Even though they may have drastically decreased, they still have a really high score. All right, Warren raises a good point here. Why did no other media outlets make the cut for this list? I am unable to locate even one. We have CNN, CNBC, and MSNBC, for example, but Fox is the only one from that industry. It's interesting to note that Pfizer, which comes in at number 50, is also listed. It appears as though they polled a greater proportion of members of one political party than the other. That's how it sounds to me anyway. What else is intriguing? Do you know? The firm that makes Bud Light is ranked 57th on this list as well. Permit me to introduce you to their approach. The most intriguing thing, in my opinion, is that this year the survey's participant count was cut in half. Comparatively speaking, only 16,000 people were questioned this year, compared to over 33,000 last year. It seems like the corporation disqualified half of the participants, maybe because it didn't want them to contribute. Naturally, this is just conjecture on my part, but this is how I initially felt. I'll keep looking into this because I haven't found any more information on it thus far. However, based on this survey, it appears that Tesla is still receiving favorable ratings, indicating that our group still has some affection, or at the very least likes for the company. The feeling is still there, even though it might not be as strong as it was previously. It's important to note that 34,000 people participated in the survey in 2020, whereas 43,000 people did so in 2021. Furthermore, Fox and Twitter have previously been near the bottom, suggesting some prejudice. Nevertheless, it is difficult to assess the degree of bias in the findings without taking into account CNN, MSNBC, and other traditional media outlets, which curiously also placed very low alongside Fox. This video has a lot of information. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm here with Tesla stock news. See you in the upcoming video.